some gulps. Gulp it down, Darren.
I have just been doing an obnoxious
Take it all down.
amount of music.
Take it all. Take it all. Oh yeah, he's swallowing it. Oh, he loves it. He loves it. You love that.
Oh yeah, that's so good. Preaching caffeine as always.
Oh yeah. Oh right, sorry. I thought you were swallowing.
Oh no.
I was somewhere else.
I usually don't chill that.
I will put my
or better
away now.
Body temperature.
Put my penis away. I'll put my penis away.
Body temperature.
It's away. It's away now. Hey!
This is not an ASMR video. Because it's audio.
Shall we? Shall we?
Whisper? No.
All right. Why are we whispering?
When you do it, it's creepy. I'm sorry.
Why?
Because it sounds like you're trying to put your dick in me while you're saying it.
I am trying it. Turn round, Darren. Turn round. Take it all, Darren.
No, wait.
God, I'm so hard now. Why did it start like this? Why did it start like this?
What's up, everybody? It's another episode of the Coffee Jelly Hour. I'm Bear Sire, and joined alongside Tony Longworth and Ace Munns, and we're here to talk bullshit, as usual.
And preach caffeine and...
Preaching caffeine and hedgehogs, as always.
Hedgehogs, indeed. We like hedgehogs, don't we?
So what's up, guys? What have you guys been up to?
Yeah, I've been ill for a few days. That was shit. Some virus.
Oh, that's unfortunate. What about you, Ace?
That was a downer, wasn't it? I'm fine, though. I'm fine now, though. Sorry, Ace.
I've been working on music almost nonstop.
I've noticed that. Yeah, that's okay. Should we have another band meeting right now? Because I've nearly got.
Manager's here.
I've nearly
guys who
got.
actually make music is here.
Yeah, you're the manager, so yeah, it's fine.
I've got a gig for you guys, but you have to be in Antarctica by the end of the week. I'm not sure if you're able to make it.
We can do it. We
have to pay for our own flights and stay.
I've nearly got Oh, great! That's shit. You're a shit manager. Yeah, I've nearly got the first draft of the music video ready, so hopefully this weekend. It's quite exciting. I'm quite excited, so I'm working on that now. So
actual band meeting. Can we do a show like a radio play where that's what we do? It's band meeting, and we just we meet once a week, talk about the gigs, and then we just pretend the gigs happened, or the gigs actually do happen, but we do like a comedy show, like a podcast or something.
That would be the logical evolution of Spinal Tap.
Oh, you know what?
Right. Yeah.
And it's always like the meetings go on, and it's kind of like, I don't want to be funny about this, but why the fuck did you do this instead? And it sort of escalates into small arguments and stuff like that, and you start getting really picky. In fact, my first band I was in, Morbid Symphony, I actually dug out some old. We used to have these newsletters that we handed out at gigs and stuff, and I found the first 3 issues, and I was like, oh, this is fucking great. I haven't read them all properly. I thought I'm going to scan them in, and I'll put them on. There's a Facebook page, Morbid Symphony Facebook page, and I kind of just glanced over them, and one of them, there's this section where it's like, I think it was headed Sticks and Stones, and it's like, yeah, we've done some great gigs with these bands, but some bands have been sort of talking shit about us, and it's not real. And it was like, why the fuck did we put this in a newsletter? And it was quite like childish, really. I'll still put it out there because it's quite funny. And we did have a few run-ins with some bands, and it was quite funny. And it was literally like Spinal Tap.
The funniest things when you look back at, I don't know if you've ever had to put up posts for looking for new members, or put up like a Craigslist ad or whatever.
Oh, I'll tell you a story about it in a minute, but yeah, go on.
No, I want to hear yours, because mine was vaguely amusing. But...
Oh, well, Morbid Symphony, we were a death metal, very heavy band, and we had a certain look, which was like long hair and obviously horror t-shirts and black and all that shit, and we needed a second guitarist at one point, and some guy we knew, we was kind of a vague friend of ours, you need you need to sort of audition a friend of mine called Chris, he's great. And we're like, all right, really? And this Chris comes in, and he basically looked like us. And he come in and he played fucking shit hot solos as well, and we were like blown away. We're like, fucking hell, this is great. So like we rehearsed. We had a gig coming up, say at the end of the month. So we had so many rehearsals, and he was at every one. It was great. He was dead into sort of death metal, brilliant. On the fucking night of the gig, in a place in the northwest of England in Birkenhead. It was a metal club called Stairways because it was up a load of stairs. And we actually get there. We get there and fucking this Chris turns up. And every time we've rehearsed with him, he's just been like dressed, t-shirt, jeans, long straight hair. Fucking turns up on the night of the gig, dressed like fucking some glammy fucking over. He looked like a woman. He looked like someone from Poison or something like that. And it's kind of like turned up and he had makeup on, and it's like, mate, you've been rehearsing with us. You do know we were a death metal band. And he's like, oh, I just thought it'd just be dead cool if it turned up like this. It's like fucking images, everything. What the hell are you doing? And literally, we had to play a fucking gig with him, so it was like full on death metal. And one of the guitarists was glammed up to fuck. It was so rad. We were just in a bad mood about the whole thing, and then we just sacked him straight after, kind of thing. It was like, well, I don't know. I mean, each to their own, but fucking hell. If you're in a death metal band, then you got to make, no makeup and no fucking hairspray, really. Is that bad to say?
No. Well, yeah. I realize that most death metal bands look like a bunch of really grouchy guys with hair in their face.
That's exactly what we wanted, and all the time
all the time is the hairspray to keep the hair out of their face.
Yeah, well, yeah. So he plays this gig. We're all pissed off with him. The partway through I don't know if anyone pushed it, but partway through the actual gig, the head of his amp fucking fell off and broke. So that was kind of good. So that kind of put him out of the game a bit. And then the next day we just kind of went round and went, mate, not being funny, don't mind what you're into, but, if you're going to be in this band, then, you've got to wear the outfit, basically. It's one of them kind of thing. Anyway, we got rid of him. We got someone else. But the end of the story was, around about that time, we'd put a load of T-shirts. We got a load of T-shirts done. And it had the subliminal face from The Exorcist.
Yeah, Captain Howdy.
Or Captain Creep. I thought you were going to say Captain Creep.
Pazuzu.
We basically had that face, Morbid Symphony, the face was on there and all that. And apparently our drummer smoked so much weed, he was convinced that face had cursed the band because bad things started happening. And everyone's like, fuck that, don't be soft and all that. Anyway, we kicked this Chris out. A couple of weeks later, Chris is on his bike, riding through some woods somewhere, ends up fucking falling down this fucking cliff and breaking his leg in several places while wearing this T-shirt. And our drummer's like, fucking hell, it's the curse. And apparently this Chris's leg never set right. They had to re-break it, and he's just had problems ever since, kind of thing. So we blame the T-shirt and the subliminal face from The Exorcist. So
it sounds like you guys offed him or attempted to off him and then put your guys' shirt on him because you're so metal. Like he's laying there all broken and damaged, and it's like, put the shirt on him and take a picture for our next album.
No, you wear
it. Maybe. No, I mean, no,
like
it didn't happen.
Terror album with the guy being punched, only more hardcore.
That's some guy on a BMX at the fucking bottom of some fucking cliff with his fucking leg bent backwards. So that was fucking mad. It was, so that was one of my funny ones. It was just it was, I mean, fucking Jesus Christ. If you're in a band, you've got to wear the fucking uniform, haven't you?
Yeah, I've always worked well with guitarists. I have no problem with them, but I've never had a guitarist who saw eye to eye with me.
Yeah. Is that a guitarist? Is that just generally musicians?
I don't know. It's partially because my influences are all goth rock and all this, and usually my guitarists are always just guys.
Yeah. I mean, we always have arguments and shit like that. Soon as you start, wow, what the fuck is that?
My smoke alarm.
Is this your smoke alarm again?
Yep.
Is this what you're posting about? You've been waking up every morning by that?
Yep, every afternoon, because I'm usually up till 7 in the morning working.
Well, that's your morning, though, isn't it? What? Stupid question. Why is it going off?
I don't know.
Oh, right.
Not like that.
Oh, right, yeah.
I didn't say that. Ignore that. I didn't say that.
She did.
What are you talking about?
What a terrible start. Yeah, so anyway, just fucking, as soon as you start, you start rehearsing and fucking gigging with people, it just becomes, pain in the arse.
I have some of the best pictures of my first band where we're all standing together and we all kind of...
Oh, this is going to be a good episode, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a special guest. The smoke alarm.
Yeah, that's exceptionally obnoxious right now. But we have some really great photos where everybody's really dressed up, and then our guitar player has a buzzed head and lipstick on, and he's like wearing a black T-shirt and jeans.
Oh, fucking.
But like he wanted to be part of it. It's not like we forced him. He wanted to be part of it. So it's not like we were like, oh, do this. So his way of contributing was, he just put on some black lipstick and eyeliner, and then he's just standing there with his buzzed head and his arms folded, looking.
Well, he's not. Yeah, you want to look movie.
But he's doing the metal scowl.
Yeah,
and the rest of us, like, I think at the time I was in a skirt and I had fishnets on my arms and everything.
Oh.
And one of our bass player was completely in drag, and our drummer had his hair spiked out, and then we have the guitar player who kind of looks like he should be working construction.
You so need to find that photo. Have you?
But
is
like
it anywhere?
Yeah, I have. It's not uploaded anywhere. I think we had a MySpace once upon a time, but.
Oh, fucking hell. You need to find that photo. You need to get it. It's class. Fucking class photos. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think we got any photos when Chris was on stage or glammed up with us. It was one of them things. The whole audience were there like, oh yeah, they're all sort of like death metal heads. We're like, what the fuck is that guy doing on stage? So yeah, it was quite funny, really. It was,
I like metal. I like Warrant.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Poison. I love me some Motley Crue.
Motley Crue. So yeah, that was embarrassing, really. Yeah, it was. I mean, Morbid Symphony at times was sort of like Spinal Tap. After I left the band, they got another bass player, and they still gigged, and I think they did some gig in South Wales somewhere where after the gig, when they were all getting in the van to drive home, it was like a 4-hour drive home or something like that. The singer had a bit of a breakdown and basically freaked out, ran off. He's like, I'm going to live in the woods, and they had to talk him down and shit like that. It was always the singers, in other bands it's usually drummers, but it was always the singers in our band. It was, I think I spoke about, there is video footage which I need to find. One of our singers was so like pissed and off his head at a gig that partway through a song he actually fell off the stage right into the crowd. And you can hear it on the audio quite clearly and just go, and then like after, but then basically between that song and the next song he's back on stage. He's like, oh my fucking leg, oh Jesus Christ! It was just great. It was great.
I like how you throw out when you left the band. For some reason I'm getting a completely different picture. Hey Tony, would you like to wear this T-shirt and go for a bike ride?
Yeah, in a second, man. I'm just going to the toilet. Bye.
Never returned to the studio.
Yeah, just disappeared. They haven't caught up with me yet.
Weirdly, every other band member, when leaving the band, went for bike rides.
Yeah.
Ended up at the bottom of a cliff wearing a T-shirt.
We never saw them again. Oh yeah, but seriously, the drummer, who I'm real good friends with, and he's actually in my band, Flesh Resonance, or I formed the band with him. Actually, I wasn't going to mention his name, but I'm going to mention his name. It's Keith. And he was just so fucking. He was so paranoid. He was convinced it was the T-shirt and the face. He's like, dude, it's the face. It's catching up with us all. It was like some fucking horror movie. I was like, no, it's just fucking. Oh, I was trying to like. I was just. Oh, yeah, it was funny. It was good. It was good times.
I've only had substantially maybe 3 or 4 Spinal Tap moments in my tenure as being a band.
Oh, cool.
In gigging. I think the first one that comes to mind was we were playing in Santa Barbara, which is kind of like a hip college town, but it's also not that hip. Right. It's like a lot of preppy kids. It's a lot of like upper class. And we were gigging in this bar, and I went out back to have a cigarette, and I got locked out.
Oh.
So I'm standing behind the venue, and I'm wearing full drag. I have literally my everything. I'm wearing a Michael Jackson T-shirt, and this is like the day after he died or some shit, or like right after he died. I'm wearing a skirt. I'm wearing long striped socks. I'm wearing a Dracula cape, and I've got makeup on, and I'm locked out. And the only way to get to the front of the building is to go around like 3 blocks. because it's like one of those like strip mall situations where all the buildings are. So unfortunately, apparently this was also the night of some kind of football game because there were like 7 of those open bars or pubs or whatever. Where it's just a bunch of jockey guys sitting there watching football, and I'm just going, this is the most high school thing I've ever done. I'm walking here, I'm being stared down from every one of these buildings.
I am loving it. That is great. So did you make it? Did you actually make it?
I made it. Everything was fine, but it was the tension of walking. I'm like, I'm gonna be beaten within an inch of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
I will be killed. I will be killed. Yeah, it's fucking hell. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we've had loads of other bizarre. I think I've spoke on this show before about one of our friends that we always took like a group of friends with us, and one of them, Phil, always come with us, and we knew quite well every time Phil came with us, there would be a fight, and there always was. And I remember we drove across the country to the other side of the country to Bradford to play a gig. Got there early, like mid-afternoon, sound checked. And the bar was open, so Phil was there drinking, sound check. And an hour later, the manager of the place came up and went, "Not being funny, but it's like it's 4 p.m. Your mate's pissed. He's already threatened me." Fucking get him out of here. And it's kind of like, oh great, well, fucking hell, we're here for the next like 6 hours, and we've got to. So I was like that to him, mate, come on, you got to come back to the van, just get your head down for a couple of hours, you'll be fine. So literally, I took him to the van, threw him in the back of the van, went back into the venue, and literally 10 minutes later, you know, when you have that sort of moment of like, oh shit, what have I done? I've put him in the van where all our equipment, like sort of cases and stuff like that, our coats are there and shit like that, and I was like, no, he'll be alright. And then I thought, no, I better go and check on him. Went back, literally he was so fucking drunk that when I opened the back of the van, I was just hit with this fucking stench of vomit. He just puked everywhere, and it was just like that. For fuck's sake. I just remember like that to the venue, hi, have you got a mop and a bucket? I need to go and fucking mop the fucking van out of vomit, and then I've got to do a gig, and then I've actually got to drive everybody back to fucking home. Oh, it's a nightmare. And then you wonder why I left the band, yeah. So there we go. It was, yeah. I was basically the babysitter and the fucking cleaner and all that shit, yeah. Am I bitching about it too much now?
Oh, no.
So yeah, it was always
fun.
Your
therapy session is fine.
It was okay. I'm feeling better talking about this. So yeah. Listen, on another note, it's Easter this weekend. What are we all doing for Easter? We doing anything for Easter?
Well, I personally am not doing anything for Easter, though I am going to my sister's place to see her and my folks. But
for Easter, yeah. So you are doing something
during that pagan celebration.
Yes, we always do something. It's just a fucking excuse to get together, really.
Lizzie's making an excuse to make a rabbit cake.
Oh, nice. What about you, Ace? Are you doing anything?
I usually break into people's houses and hide eggs.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. It's all about rabbits. This is your time of year. You know, that's brilliant. Do you actually get Easter eggs, or do you find
eventually when I run out of Easter eggs, I just start hiding whatever, like car keys and children and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know what? We do go overboard with Easter eggs because I fucking love chocolate, and chocolate in the shape of an egg is just like amazing. I
prefer chocolate in the shape of a rabbit, but I'm still on the hunt for a actually solid rabbit, which I'm entirely confident never actually existed.
There are solid chocolate rabbits. They're not very good. They're always the lower grade. They actually have them at Dollar Tree every year, and I'm always
they're just made out of crap chocolate, so they can afford to. That's lame.
Yeah, I've never seen a high quality chocolate rabbit, but then there are alternatives where they have like ones that are filled with Reese's, and they're doing it.
If they can make a 5-pound gummy bear, I think they should be able to make a good quality, solid chocolate rabbit.
Well, I'm sure in this country there are certain places where they do. They're only small, but they are solid. Do. I need to go for a do-do.
They're made out of poo.
Duty. It looks like poo. Solid. Yeah, there are some places. I don't know if Thornton's chocolate over here do solid rabbits.
You're saying words now, Tony.
Yeah.
So, is anybody enthusiastic for Superman versus Batman?
I am going to see it, tomorrow.
Oh, I don't want to see it.
Yeah, it looks like garbage, but
It doesn't look
Affleck's
good.
Affleck's
The reason I'm going is because the theater that my local theater, which I never I used to have a local bar when I was in college. Now I have a local theater. That's my local.
Oh yeah,
but it has a bar in it, so I guess and you can drink and eat during the movie.
It's still a local.
They're doing commemorative glasses if you order their special because it's also a brewery. So if you order one, if you order the Batman drink, you get the black Batman glass, and if you order the Superman one. And they're having a contest to see who wins as well. So.
Right.
Lizzie's gonna get one. I'm gonna get the other one, so we'll have those.
Oh, cool. Yeah, from the sound of it, it just sounds like it's not that good.
I wish Affleck's first Batman movie would not have been a collective ensemble cast. I wish it would have been just him, because I think then it might have actually been pretty good.
I'm probably gonna avoid it, to be perfectly honest.
That's one that I have no guilt wanting to see it for free, because fuck that film. Yeah. Fuck the people who made that. Fuck everything about it. I don't care to see it, and if I do see it, I'm not gonna pay.
I mean, to be honest, if you if you do watch it illegally and it is shit, I would still write a strong-worded letter to the director.
Well, he's entitled to make his shit. I'm actually less angry at the filmmakers and more upset by the petulant man-children that are fanboys right now.
Yeah, I know.
I just wish everyone would understand that Marvel has figured out a way to do it correctly, even though they copy everything DC does. They just do it the right way.
Yeah. Talking of Marvel, I just finished watching Jessica Jones this week, and I've just started Daredevil season 2. And fucking awesome, all awesome. So yeah, I'm kind of really, really digging all that. And talking about superheroes, what's your favorite TV superhero ever? That's what I was thinking.
I actually posed this question to the Shock Monkey Lair the other day.
I know, that's what inspired me. I saw it.
Oh, okay. I thought this was weird. Coincidence, because I said my 2 cents. The best superhero.
Guys, it must be God.
If you don't know by now, Ace, that I'm stalking you, then you'll know.
Oh, that's fine. I'm always humbled when I find out that people pay attention to my ranting.
I do. Yeah.
Because I tend to just randomly, I'll be sitting around and I'll be like, that sounds like a funny thing to say.
Yeah.
And then I read it back. I read back everything I say, and it sounds like I'm just typing on a suicide note over periods of time. So I'm like,
a cry for help. So go on. So what?
Mine is the 90s animated Batman series. Because the tone was perfect. It was dark, but it wasn't so dark that it oppressed children out of it.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I'm digging that. What about you, Darren? What do you TV superhero all time?
TV superhero.
But let's be fair with the question. One that you could go back to now, not just nostalgia, like the best according to your standards.
I don't think I can come up with one then.
Yeah, I was going to say that kind of blows mine out of the water. Then
nostalgia, maybe TMNT, the original cartoon.
Yeah, that was cool.
Or I'm going to put my hat. I'm going to put a limb out there because you might not agree with me. But Scooby Doo.
Oh no, you know what? I fucking loved that when I was a kid. Yeah.
Because I mean,
they were superheroes in a way. Yeah.
A dog that sort of talks and then eats sandwiches.
Before Scrappy Doo, of course. Yeah.
I would sooner put Scooby Doo out there as a post-apocalyptic series.
Okay.
You don't really ever see civilization around them.
It's true.
Weirdly, and the amount
everybody else is wiped out.
Globetrotters still exist.
In fact, you know what?
The Harlem Globetrotters were on their bus when the nuclear attacks happened, and they were so far removed from anything civilization that's why they managed to survive.
You might be right, actually.
All other basketball teams no longer exist. They are the only one.
Personally, I always felt that the real Scooby-Doo movies were them projecting characters they had seen into their world, because you get lonely, so you're like, Don Knotts is here, guys.
So they're trying to fulfill okay. So the Scooby-Doo cast is kind of like Alone in the Dark or whatever, and they're all around a fire. And they're telling stories that they believe had happened, or they're trying to convince the rest of the party that had happened. And the mystery train is merely a van that no longer has an engine or wheels, but that's what they sleep in.
What terrible stories they tell, though. If we think about Zoinks, man! We were at the carnival, and then we unmasked the guy, and it was a farmer, Scoob!
Okay, to further develop the world, you know how Fallout's kind of like a fantasized version of 1990s put like 100 years in the future technology.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine if we did that, but with 1970s technology.
Oh,
and it's 100 years in the future. So, like, they still talk like that, and they still dress like that.
They're talking and dressing is fine because Fallout has a 1950s aesthetic. So So them being like 1970s.
So they're actually beatnik then.
Yeah, I'm
happy to beatnik.
Well, or either that, or even if this isn't some grand future, they could have. The only thing that could have survived was some Andy Warhol films, and they're like, this is culture, and they've like built their culture around these like weird fucking
strange movies.
Yeah.
Every city's got quadrants, and each quadrant is painted in a very particular color.
Yeah, do base their entire life on that. Yeah.
Ironically, it's 5 quadrants. It's always 5 quadrants. I don't know why.
Yeah, we're gonna have to build an entire RP system based on this.
Mm-hmm. I think we're writing some fan fiction / fiction.
Yeah, we are.
A full RP module, if you will.
Personally, my original character is gonna come from the Ascot Nation, where everybody has blue ascots.
I like it.
And orange kerchiefs.
I'm liking it. Yeah.
You know what? We should do a D&D campaign set in this world.
Set in post-apocalyptic Scooby Doo.
Yes.
Yeah. Alternative reality. Yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Or doggy sandwiches with olives on top.
Oh yeah. That sounds good. Yeah.
So an interesting bit of thing. You know why Casey Kasem quit being Shaggy, despite the fact that he was still alive during that period which Shaggy was being voiced?
Yeah, go on. No, I don't know why.
Casey Kasem was a vegan, and there was a Burger King ad where Shaggy eats a burger, and he basically said, "I'm not going to support this," and I quit.
You joking?
Nope.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ.
Because I actually was wondering, because Casey Kasem lived fairly long, and Fred Welker, or not Fred Welker, Welker, what's his first name? He does the voice of Scooby, and he does the voice of Fred. He was also in Futurama. He played Nibbler. He's been in about 1 billion cartoons. He does animal sounds.
Frank. I'll get it.
Frank Welker. Frank Welker, not Fred. Frank Welker. Frank Welker, still does stuff.
Holy shit! Yeah, he does. Wander Over Yonder.
But if you look, Casey Kasem actually quit before he died, like long before he died.
Yeah, he did.
In the 90s.
I knew
and that was all because he was upset that Shaggy ate Burger King.
Shit. It's like Isaac Hayes quitting as chef in fucking South Park because of, you've made fun of my religion. We haven't got a sense of humor. Yeah.
You know what? That's actually the same thing. I was going to say, no, that's a little bit more heavier. No, it's the same thing.
It's
just a satirical show that makes fun of your views is just as bad.
It's not always a satirical satirical show that is a cartoon. Not even. It's not even with real act. You're not actually in it. You're just the voice of a character.
Yeah, exactly.
At the end, firstly, it's something that you believe in. It's not necessarily true. It's just something that you think, and you're getting offended. And then, secondly, it's a fucking joke. It's a cartoon. You know,
it's actually, ironically, I think Casey Kasem might have a better case than Isaac.
He probably has. He probably has. Yeah, he probably has. You're killing animals.
I'm supporting children eating animal flesh.
I'm kind of on your side now. Yeah,
like when you bring up Isaac Hayes, I'm like, Casey Kasem.
There's nothing there.
For two reasons, it's dumb though, because it's still a belief. Unless of course he's vegan for the correct reason, which is the nutritional side of it, rather than the.
No, I think obviously it was the.
Obviously, it's for the
side. Yeah.
But and also at the same time, it's McDonald's. It's not really meat anyway.
It's sort of.
Well, in the UK, it was horse.
Oh, horse is lovely. Don't knock it until you try it.
And what was it? It was a UK Burger King that revealed they were using horse meat.
Indeed.
Also,
supermarket, Tesco's,
IKEA, I believe their meatballs had.
Really?
Horse in them apparently, and it was either in the UK or some European country. I can't remember.
It's probably in our country. Let's face it. Fucking hell, Jesus. Yeah.
You guys are the guinea pigs for Europe because you're not actually of the Europe.
I don't think it was guinea pig. I think it was horse.
Actually, guinea pig's quite nice apparently.
Really, you got to get a lot of them though, haven't you? Really, hell. A lot of guinea pigs just to make one burger. You know. It all tastes like chicken anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, the reason it tastes like chicken is because chicken doesn't actually have a flavor because it's so injected with water and salt that it tastes like anything.
So
that's what everything tastes.
Anyway, listen. Going back, favorite TV superheroes. I didn't tell you mine. Mine was the '70s series, The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, so the only reason you asked the question is so you can answer it yourself.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I was asking the question to me, but you two guys kind of just butted in, and no, not really. No, I fucking love the Hulk, Bill Bixby, fucking great, and Lou Ferrigno, friend of Penn Jillette. Maybe he's not friend of Penn Jillette's, but yeah.
Isn't Lou Ferrigno deaf?
Pardon?
It's.
That was just me saying, yeah, he is. He speaks like that, doesn't he?
Hulk smash!
Well, hold on. Was that Lou Ferrigno? Or was that...
I can't read you.
Or was that Down Batman? Down Batman? No? Is he back? No? No, he's not. No, it's okay. Sorry, Lou Ferrigno. Sorry, yeah. I get them mixed up. They sound quite similar.
Well, yeah, they're but Down Batman's, Down Batman's a little bit down here.
Oh,
Lou Ferrigno is up here.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, no, that's my mistake. But
Five
yeah,
voices, and they're all Bill Cosby.
Big Bill Cosby. Yeah, I was listening. What was I listening to the other day? I think it was Ice Cream Social. I was just thinking. Paul's going on about Bill Cosby, and I was just thinking, fucking hell, I just can't believe. I used to love that show as a kid, and it's just creepy as fuck, that, isn't it? It's just really...
Okay, so this actually brings into a slightly interesting conversation of a thing that I was reading. Okay. Are you familiar with the horror film Jeepers Creepers? Came out in 2000.
I'm indeed.
All right. So there's a lot of controversy around it.
Have you seen it, Dan?
I don't know. I think I have. Is that the one with the what's the
winged beast?
Yeah, at first he's got like a duster and a trench, or he's got like a duster and like a fedora on, and then as he's revealed, he's a bit of like gargoyle looking monster.
What I'm thinking of was a plow truck, so it must be something different.
Plow truck.
Yeah, there's
a truck in it. Trucks. Yeah. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. Was it based in like the?
Or something?
I don't know, the mid. I don't know.
It was like Idaho or Kansas. It was basically Middle America. One of those places where it's just...
Idaho and Kansas are not Middle America. That is the West.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's on the West Coast. That's the West.
Everything that's not California or Oregon to me is Middle America.
Well, so how does that work if it's on the East Coast?
Well, if it's Maine or Florida, then it's the East Coast.
Yeah, but you just picked one state that is by far not East Coast, and that's Florida. Florida has nothing to do with the East Coast, has nothing to do with the South. Florida is like it is the penis of the country. It doesn't match anything.
Florida is my Southeast Coast.
Southeast Coast.
Anyway,
either way, okay, so Jeepers Creepers, as a film, there's a lot of controversy going around it, and it actually woke up a strange feeling, because I don't know, I actually have an opinion, but it took me a little bit. So apparently the guy who wrote and directed Jeepers Creepers is a convicted pedophile.
Oh, jeez.
In the early 90s, he did a film called Clown House.
Is it Bill Cosby?
Where I'm just gonna push through. He did a film called Clown House where he apparently molested the star of said movie. Well, okay, so the guy got arrested. He paid his service. I think he spent 16 weeks in jail and had to pay a fine or something. The problem is that because Jeepers Creepers came out after the fact, everybody knows. Like, this isn't like this is a secret that just popped up. The weird thing is, though, Shout Factory is doing a Blu-ray re-release of Jeepers Creepers, and there's people trying to boycott it because they think it's supporting a pedophile. And I'm weird about that, because my instinct is that your heart's in the right place. Like, you are thinking in the right place, but at the same time, you need to separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I could understand them trying to ban it if it was, in the film, it was like, Jeepers Creepers, we like having sex with children. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, well, what the fuck?
Well, there's a fan theory.
Go on.
That the film is basically revolving around his revenge fantasy towards the people who incarcerated him. But that's just a theory of people reading too far into it. Because I delved into this rabbit hole because when I started reading about it, at first I was a little like, whoa, I didn't know that.
Fucking hell, that's creeped me out. You know what? Synopsis: a brother and sister driving home through isolated countryside for spring break encounter a flesh-eating creature which is on the last day of its ritualistic eating spree. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can read quite a lot into that, but if he wasn't some kiddie fiddler, then you probably wouldn't, and I don't know really.
Yeah,
I
and then
mean,
the guy himself. One of the big conflicting things is the guy himself is one of the. He's very self-pitying, I guess, and that causes people to become very upset with him.
yeah,
Because he has one of those like, it's not my fault. I was abandoned as a child, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't really want to get into that. The thing that's bothering me is while people have the right intention to be like, I don't want to support this man's movies, the first thing that goes into my mind is, what about everybody involved, like the production crew and the actors and the.
well, yeah. So, well, okay. So this movie gets a re-release, special edition release. You make all this money. Let's see the breakdown of who gets what of the profits, kind of thing, and then it's
Well,
like
even if
yeah.
still, here's the thing. Because he was convicted, so it doesn't matter if it was yesterday or in the 90s. Apparently, it's 1990.
Yeah.
Should he never make money again? And that's the other thing where I got really weird because I'm like, I don't want to ethically defend him, but like, should he be barred from making money? Like, is that really a big?
Well, here's the question. Going back to Bill Cosby, you know what I mean? Do we keep running the Cosby Show? Does he keep making money? And stuff like that. It's like, I don't know. It's.
You weigh in, Darren. What do you think?
Yeah. Darren's left.
No, it's a complicated issue.
Isn't it? Like,
difficult
it got
one.
me good.
I can't begrudge anyone who's trying to make a paycheck.
Yeah.
Regardless of their past.
Mm.
But at the same time, I don't have to support someone who I think there are a few things in this life that I feel like are unforgivable.
Yeah.
Regardless of whatever the law says is penance for them, I would choose not to deal with that person or support anything they do. But at the same time, I can't begrudge anyone who has done their time, even if you disagree that they should have been released or not.
I think one of the things is it's like pedophile. It's a mental illness. Yeah, great. Yeah, you've done your time, brilliant. But you're probably still fucked in the head. Still, that's one of the things. It's like
I wouldn't even go that far. I would say people that are pedophiles. If it's a mental illness, it's much like any other kind of mental state. I won't say it's an illness because it's wrong to me. It's wrong to a lot of people, but I understand what's going on, or I appreciate what's going on in their mind. So you can't. I don't hate the person at all.
No, I know.
I just choose not to support them.
That's what I'm getting back, because I don't really want to debate the intellectual, or not. I don't want to debate the psychological things of a predator, because you hear these. I actually read a very fascinating article of a guy who basically said, I'm a pedophile, but I've never acted on it. But like, he was just born in this condition, and it actually made me reconsider about it, because I was like, wait, that's kind of a sad story.
Okay, like anyone who commits a murder that doesn't, it's not a crime of passion, if you want to believe in that kind of. They wanted to murder someone. They didn't care really who it was. They just wanted to murder someone.
Yeah.
But they don't. It's the same. It's the same story. Then they have a type of personality that wants to do something that is amoral. Yet they don't act on it.
Oh, they have no line. No.
And that's really fascinating stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. See, and that's what I agree, and that's why I have complicated feelings, because I think if somebody acts upon that, it's a terrible thing. But I also am like, but I can't hate somebody if they just conditionally. I don't know. It's complicated.
Well, here's the thing.
It's all fucking circumstantial, but it comes back to, and I agree with Darren, but the reason why I'm conflicted is there's so many people who want to boycott Shout Factory now, because I think Shout Factory is doing this bad thing, and they want Shout Factory is, by the way, a DVD company, or a production company that produces many horror movies and documentaries. And cartoons. Weirdly enough.
All right. Well, here's the thing. This guy, convicted pedophile. If we ban his film, if we shut down Shout Factory, what do we do then? Do we go to find all the Roman Polanski films? Do we do the same on that?
See, that's the best. That was one of the best arguments I saw. Somebody said, because the article was adamant about how shitty this man is, and how his film should never be seen, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, what about Roman Polanski and Woody Allen?
Yeah, Woody Allen was the next one. Yeah, on my list.
And also, by bringing up the issue, you're almost ensuring that there's a group of people that had no interest in the film, didn't know about it, that will now see it just to spite you, or to because now they're interested in observing what a person who has gone is that kind of person, what kind of film they would make.
Well, actually, what's happening now, and why I got a bee in my bonnet, is a lot of the SJW types have been jumping on board of that without any dog in the fight. Just pointlessly jumping aboard. That's like, yeah, we have to stop this, and it's like,
fucking hell.
I've never seen this movie, and now I definitely never will.
Well, that's the thing though about social justice is it goes above actual justice.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
they think it's a group much like religion that believes that what they view as right is right, and it's not just an opinion, and you can't steer them any other way. So,
well, the thing is, I think the best way to treat this, if you're really against the movie, then don't fucking give it any time, don't fucking buy it, don't do it. You know what I mean? It's just like, that's it. At the end of the day, just vote by not fucking giving them any money. That's
like the simplest solution. That seems.
You can't stop anybody else buying it, watching it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that's just ridiculous. It's like fucking Nazi Germany, that, isn't it? You know?
I believe the man is a registered sex offender, so I know that I know that he's got everything that goes with that.
Yeah.
There is that going for him, but just going back to separating the art from the artist, because I don't know, it's.
Unfortunately, you've ruined that film for me now, because I did like that film, and now I'm going to be like,
I think I've seen it. I vaguely remember the scene where like they drive by, and then they see like the big not culvert. What the hell is that type of tubing called? You know where the chute is.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that bit. I think I switched the channel over because I'm just not that into horror.
No. Yeah, it's not your cup of tea, as it were.
But there's definitely a film that's very similar, but they get chased by like a guy who's like in the plow truck or a dump truck the whole time. But set in a very similar thing.
I believe that is the same film because I believe that's how it starts, and then
that's how it starts. Yeah.
Is it? But he's in a van though, isn't he? And maybe is that Jeepers Creepers 2 that he's got?
There is two. There is a two. Fucking hell! Hold on. Well, here's the thing. This pedo writer director, what's his name? Victor Salva.
Yeah.
He wrote and directed Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2, and next year, in pre-production, currently at the moment, Jeepers Creepers 3.
Which that was actually the next thing I was going to point out. There are people who are trying to stop that from going through, and that's why I'm like, I don't know how I actually kind of hate because I think everybody should express their opinions. I'm so fine with that. I just don't want anybody to stop somebody else.
Talk about it. Yeah, talk about it, but I don't think you can physically stop. At the end of the day, it's like, a private...
Would people give a shit if this guy decided to start his own construction company, and would they try to get people to boycott his company? I'm sure they would if they found out. Maybe people in his local community would, but...
I suppose if he was building schools, that probably would be an issue.
Well, sure. But I mean, at the same time, it's not like...
Why do all these walls have holes in them? Well, you see, look, I understand the concept of a glory hole, but this one is going into the classroom.
What have I started? This is terrible. But no, that's a real difficult one. That it's like after you've told me that, I'm like, I don't particularly want to.
You don't necessarily want to support him, and I'm not saying I'm saying everybody should have the right to support what they don't want. Want.
But then
there are a majority of people. I'm using generalization because I saw a lot of really idiotic, like 16-year-olds, the Tumblr kids who are like, I have never seen this. I will never watch it. But the informed people.
Yeah.
I actually, and people who basically all they're saying is, if this information is spread, let it do its stuff. I'm fine with that.
Talk about it. Share that knowledge. That's fine. You can make your own decision. I mean, that's the thing. Now you told me that, I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to see these films. I don't want to really support him. But then, if you think about it, it's like, I'm sure I've watched loads of movies, listened to loads of music and stuff like that, and the people behind that art, well, they've done bad things, but I just don't know about it.
Well,
I still like the art. You know what I mean? It's kind of one of them, isn't it? It is a difficult one. It's words you draw lines and shit like that. Jeepers Creepers. That's creeping me out now. Oh,
yeah,
man,
I think the people who estimate it being his way of revenge fantasy might be a little far fetched though.
Yeah, I think so. Jeepers Creepers 3, starring Bill Cosby. That would be good. Yeah, I'd watch that.
Oh, you see, you gotta do the peepers. Yeah, it's the song, Jeepers Creepers, and then you gotta take the eyes.
I think we need to pitch this, really. It sounds really good.
Sometimes late at night, I hear a man outside of the diner. That's why we close up and lock them doors. Yeah, I don't drive my truck these roads late at night. No, not one bit. I don't know, dude. You're all just superstitious. Me and my group of teenage friends who all look conspicuously in their late 20s, we're going to drive these roads no matter what. Well, don't you be coming back round here. 4 or 5 or possibly 6 teenagers alone on a road. Wow, I love popular music. I love being a jock. I like books and studying and being really cute, but I hide it behind my glasses. Oh, you're such a bitch. I love having sex with guys. I'm going to show my breasts off. Driving alone on a highway.
Is this the title of the movie? Driving alone on a highway.
Seeing scarecrows appearing in the distance. Oh my god, is that a scarecrow in the distance? I don't know. It seems to have disappeared when we weren't looking, like when the camera panned away. Now it's gone. That's like wicked creepy, dude.
It was there, but it's not anymore. Pitch in, Darren, because honestly, this is gold. We're going to Hollywood.
Guys, the car seems to have broken down somehow. Whoa! Well, I've been reading every book ever made, and one of my books is a mechanic book, and I could probably fix the car. Ugh, you're a woman, and you can't fix cars. Ugh, sexism.
You have lady hands.
Guys, quiet. Do you hear that? What you got there? Nah, that's probably just the wind. He's coming for you. You better get the pudding. 2016 Jeepers Creepers 3. I gotta do the thing.
Starring Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby just look a little bit like the baddie from Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, he does. He does now. Holy shit! Talking about people looking old and freaky. Has anyone seen? Yeah, I kind of stumbled through that.
Nice.
Has anyone seen Letterman? There's photos of David Letterman.
No, I haven't.
Fucking hell. Jesus, I just saw it on Facebook before. I think the Daily Mail posted him, and he's bald, big beard. He looks like a homeless guy. Fucking hell, honest to God. In fact,
he looks like Santa.
He does. He's a homeless Santa. He looks like a homeless Santa.
Oh God, he's turning into Randy Quaid.
He is. Yeah. That could be Randy Quaid. Yeah.
That might be Randy Quaid. I think they just photoshopped a Ball State T-shirt off.
You know what? Because I covered up his head and the beard, and I was like, the mouth, kind of the nose and the eyes. I was like, I don't recognize him. Fucking hell! It's not the maddest thing. But yeah, it could be Randy Quaid.
So. Speaking of Randy Quaid, which makes me think of Tom Arnold, which makes me think of, or not Tom Arnold, I think it might be Randy Quaid. The movie Freak, starring Alex Winter, directed by Alex Winter. Also the director of... Tony?
Who the fuck is Frank Zappa?
Yep.
and right, fuck it, sorry, I kind of I froze when you said that. Alex Winter, Bill S. Preston, Bill and Ted. He fucking retweeted my post last week. I was kind of geeked out about that. I was like, no fucking way. I'm not worthy.
I saw that. Yeah. I've also been seeing the news popping up about that, so I thought I would throw in my 2 cents.
Oh yeah. Well,
you know what? About.
I'm fucking really excited about that. He is a big Zappa fan, and he's got sort of access to all the Zappa archives and interviewing musicians and everything. So I just think it's going to be a great documentary. I am really, really excited about it. So are you drinking every time I say Zappa, Darren? I hope you are.
Yeah, I'm wasted.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Yeah, I happened just to post something about it, and Alex Winter retweeted. I was like, "Fucking hell!" Yeah.
Did
so
you happen to see the Frank Zappa animation that me Poppy shared with me?
Which one was it? Tell me.
It's Frank Zappa talking his band mentality, like how he runs things as a dictator. It's really fascinating stuff.
I've seen it. I've seen it a while ago. Yeah. I know what it is. Have you just seen it recently?
I just saw it recently. It was just shared with me, and I was enjoying it.
It is good. I just I need to watch it again, but I have watched it quite a while ago. I've got a lot of Zappa stuff to watch. I've just got the release of Zappa playing the Roxy actually, which is a full gig. So I need to sit down for 2 hours and watch that. I'm just behind in my Zappa watching really. So I love him. So yeah. Hopefully it's going to be a fucking awesome documentary. That's what we need.
Well, I'm excited to hear the final mix of the Zappa track we worked on.
Oh yeah. I need to get back to that, but your added vocals are awesome. It's all kind of laid out. I do need to do a proper mix, but
I think I threw bass and synth and vocals at you.
Yeah. I've got all that in there. I might just hit you up for a little bit more vocals at the end. Where I'm
no problem. Or we can hit up one of our other vocalists.
Oh yeah, definitely. But yeah, we're doing a lot of cover versions, very different sort of covers, aren't we? We're picking songs we like, and then we're going off and kind of doing our own thing with them. And that's what I did with that Zappa cover.
The last week, I kind of went batshit insane, and I recorded 2 covers. I think I only shared one, which was Photographic from Depeche Mode.
That was awesome.
And then I did Spy in the Cab by Bauhaus, and I was going to throw those at Ivan.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Cool. I was going to throw those at Ivan to give him a chance to take basically, especially with Photographic, I was thinking we'd all take a chance at the vocals at it, and then we just cut it together. Either making it like a duet situation or putting one person on dominant vocals and then putting backups when needed.
Yeah. It's bringing them in and out. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's play. Kind of thing. But yeah, I'm completely psyched with the covers. I'm psyched with all the other music as well. And in fact, I know you've been working on like loads of music, and I've probably got about another 5 or 6 songs which I haven't sent you yet. I've just kind of
I would got a bit more time. love to get them because I'm going to be holding a meeting with the new vocalist soon in the next week, technically.
I'll need to get this bolted done,
Yeah, and I was basically going to give him a load of music and say, pick any of these songs and do vocals for them.
Yeah, see what you want. Yeah. Plus, we've possibly got a female vocalist. She said she's interested in doing a couple of tracks with us, which is cool.
Which would be fantastic. I always do love the dynamic of female vocals, especially in contrast to a dominantly male vocalized project. Yeah. It's always a really nice break.
What's it called? Beauty and Beast or whatever. That's like that style of music.
Oh,
is that what it's called? It's popular in Germany.
Darren called me a beauty.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think like I've always liked that kind of. There was a heavy metal band or like a death metal band out of Germany that they did the Beauty and Beast thing for a while, and then they just went Beast. So they had this hardcore metal instrumental going on, but it was all her vocal, and it fucking sounded amazing. I was like, that disparity there. Actually, no, was it Korean?
Or was it Korean
metal? It might have been Korean metal, but it was amazing.
Rammstein did that with what's the name?
Nah, fuck Rammstein. They hate America.
Tattoo.
Tattoo.
Rammstein did a song with Tattoo.
No, they did. And I was thinking the one from the woman from Texas, isn't it? As in the band.
I don't like.
All I know is they're all American.
They're all what? Who's all American?
Rammstein. They're all American.
Rammstein do love America, you know.
No, they fucking hate America.
Their Depeche Mode cover is perhaps my favorite thing ever.
Oh, it is.
I will listen to that and I will die because he is a great vocalist, but in English, no.
No,
You lay on to live in America.
Well, you know something. You think they hate America. There's a documentary out. No, they don't. There's a documentary out about how much they love America and the first time they visited. And there's loads of.
They were hit here, so of course they love America.
I'm not going any further with this. Really.
Fuck Rammstein.
No.
Fuck them.
Oh, don't be like that.
No, come on.
It's
a good way to get traction, Tony. We start hating on people, and then we send hate that way, and then we get hate back. I know that's not what Penn Jillette preaches, but we preach hedgehogs and caffeine here.
Yeah, we are an entirely different entity.
We preach caffeine, hedgehogs, and hate.
Related to Rothstein, relates back to Tony's mention of cheating on the documentary.
Yeah.
And this is quote that makes me think of one of my all-time favorite Alice Cooper quotes.
Okay.
In reference to Marilyn Manson, he says, "Oh, so he wears makeup and has a girl's name. How original." One of my favorite quotes ever from Alice Cooper.
Oh, pretty good.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Oh, I've just seen a post by Joe Swam. This is something completely different. This is going back to David Letterman, and he's I've added David Letterman to Charles Darwin and James Randi on my beardspiration list. He's on his beardspiration.
I think we should resurrect Darwin somehow, and Darwin, Randy, and Letterman should form a ZZ Top cover band.
Oh, brilliant!
So who's there gonna be their guy that's beard who doesn't actually have a beard?
Yeah, Mr. Beard's gonna have to shave his beard.
Yeah, that's right. For some reason, I thought there were 3 bearded fucks. There's only 2 bearded fucks.
No, there are 3 bearded fucks, but the guy that has the mustache, his name is Beard.
His name is Mr. Beard. Yeah, Mr. Beard. Yeah, it's yeah.
Talk about mindfuck.
Yeah, that's weird. How's that work? I don't understand.
Oh, he doesn't need the beard. He's already got the beard. So he doesn't need it.
Yeah. His wife, you mean?
Right. Obviously, that's why he's Mr. Beard, because Mrs. Beard is his beard.
Totally closet. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. No, it's okay. No.
He's not closet. He's on stage all the time.
Oh right. Okay. No, that's fine.
He's open about it. He's open about his closetedness.
Not so much anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah, I don't think there's a high demand for ZZ Top shows lately.
I disagree.
Why not? I'm gonna
listen to some ZZ right now.
Isn't Penn Jillette friends with?
Yeah, he's friends with. Oh god damn it! The name just slipped out of my head.
Z from ZZ.
Yeah.
Which one?
I don't know. The one with the beard. The one with the beard.
Yeah, the one with the
music. Which one to listen to?
The one with the beard.
I'm going with legs.
Yeah, the one with the beard. He's friends with. Yeah, which one's that? I don't know.
Oh, fuck you, PewDiePie, and your stupid show. Ruining all my videos on YouTube. Dick.
Oh, what?
Billy
Gibbons. Billy Gibbons.
Yes, Billy Gibbons. That's his friend. Yes. Yeah. The internet's about not being television and not being movies. So why is it all like the paid for stuff on YouTube and on the internet now is just making TV?
See, here's my I actually completely agree with you, and worse yet, I've been hating the ads myself. It makes me go, you guys whine about people using ad block, and yet you're putting so many fucking ads for shit that people have no interest in. Like,
there's so many ads on YouTube which is completely off the mark. It's like, why the fuck? Why do I want that? Why is it linked to this video? And why? In fact, more to the point, why is it linked to my video? Some of the shit. I mean, fucking hell. Tampons and my music videos. I don't know what the score is.
Do you feel like a beautiful woman? Would you like to feel like a beautiful woman? A beautiful woman doesn't need makeup. She bathes in milk and virgin blood. Try our new Bathory bath cream.
That's real.
It's 90% milk and virgin's blood. Bathory.
I've got nothing else to say. I was going to try to come in with a whisper, but...
Number 1 comment on this video, Frank Beard, the only guy in the band without a beard.
Frank Beard.
My personal favorite thing about ZZ Top is the episode of King of the Hill they were on.
I can't remember that one. Go on.
Dusty Hill, I think the bass player maybe was allegedly cousins to Hank Hill.
Oh, right.
That's awesome.
Brilliant.
And they spend the whole episode pranking Hank.
Oh, that's great. I need to watch that again. Oh, fucking great. Bit of ZZ Top. I don't like ZZ Top. I don't know why I'm getting excited about ZZ Top. Apart from the beards. Not Mr. Beard, but they're real beards. I kind of like them, which is good. Didn't Billy Gibbons go in the Vomit Comet with Penn?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. It's a footage online of that.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Well, there's definitely footage of Penn, so there has to be footage of him in as well, right?
Yeah. Comet.
I like how we still say footage, even though it's all digital anymore.
It is. Yeah. now and again, I do say, should we tape this? You mean just record it on the TiVo? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I still.
The only thing that I get really upset by is when people try to correct you when you say record. I fucking hate that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's not a record anymore. Yes, it is. It's still a fucking recording, you shit.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a recording.
Calling a CD a vinyl would be a mistake. Calling it a record is not a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are this certain subclass of pretentious people.
Calling a CD a 45, that would also be a mistake, because actually it would be an 80.
Oh.
The original standard for CDs was to be 80 minutes of music.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. As opposed to 40. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I can't remember who. It was someone from Sony, because I believe Sony made CDs. Because Philips was a Laserdisc, right? Or was it the other way around?
I'm
pretty sure it was Sony.
I think it's Sony.
Whoever developed it,
the Blu-ray, isn't it, and shit like that.
Whoever developed it, one of their visionary people, whatever, who was into music. It's some movement of I think it was Bach. It might have been Beethoven. It might have been Mozart. I can't remember. That piece was 80 minutes, so he said that needs to fit on a CD. One CD has to carry that whole movement. Yeah. So that's why they went with the 80 minutes.
Another fun bit of trivia about the advent of CDs was that for a brief period of time, it actually really hurt artists.
Really?
Because initially, many bands, especially older bands, tried to fill up the CDs. So they would start
700 megabytes is a lot of information.
Yeah. So it's
most famously, take a drink, Darren. Kiss released an album that was literally the most garbage thing you've ever heard, because they basically were desperate to fill that 80-minute time slot.
So we have 40 minutes of good music.
Yeah, you've got like.
Let's stretch that quality out for 80 minutes.
Yeah, let's just use every demo, every scratch track, every B-side we have just to finish this.
That's bad. Yeah, that's bad.
And they're not the only ones. Many bands at the time, especially older bands, not necessarily people who were hip to it, but people who were like, "Fuck, we're changing formats." When they jumped on the CD bandwagon, produced some of their longest albums.
Yeah, it's like, let's fill it up. It's like quantity, not quality, really, isn't it? It's like, oh shit. Hey, has anybody seen what time it is?
Yeah, it's adventure time.
Adventure time. Should we? I think we should be doing something, shouldn't we?
Are we going to high school?
Oh no, I thought we were just gonna have a full-on orgy. Oh right, yeah, okay, yeah, high school. Let's do that instead then.
You know what's great about orgies up on the moon base is it takes so little energy to do it, because it's 1/6 the gravity.
It's true.
You know what sucks about orgies on the moon base? They get all up in my servos and shit.
Cum gets everywhere too. It's awful.
Yeah, you get that spunk floating around, and that shit floats around forever.
It does.
Literally shoot across the room, but
it's like the following morning. You kind of like, you get up, go for breakfast, walk around the corner, you just get hit with it in the face.
Yep.
I saw the best post ever. And it might have been Darren who shared it, but it might not have been. But it was a very snappy thing on social media.
It sounds like me.
Yeah, it was so clever.
It's definitely not Darren.
And the person who posted it was so charismatic, and they were so likable. But I'm trying to remember who posted it. I could probably look it up, but I'm too fucking lazy. I can't be asked.
I'm beaming right now, guys. Jesus.
It was never correct somebody, it was never make fun of somebody for mispronouncing a word. They learned it by reading.
Oh, that might not have been me.
And when I read that, I was like, God damn, that is so fucking clever.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't me, but it is something I would post if I had seen it. Saw it. I see.
I sawed it. Yeah.
That's my problem with novels by far, is I have no idea how to pronounce anybody's name, because I'm a big fantasy novel, fantasy, sci-fi, all that kind of shit, but they all have ridiculous names, and I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even reading stuff like, I do like Terry Pratchett's books. It's like, I fucking struggle now and again with some of the character names. Like, I was like, can I hear someone say one of these names?
Especially a series I really like is originally written in German, so I'm reading a translation.
Wow. Yeah.
About dwarves.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
so it's are the names intact, or have they been changed?
Well, I'm not sure. Well, most of our what we think dwarves are is actually based from German culture, folk culture about dwarves to begin with.
Right.
So I'm not sure if it's German or if it is in fact like kind of true to whatever dwarvish canon there is about the names. Yeah, their names are fucking hard.
Wow.
All right. Are we ready for this?
Just talking about dwarfs, a friend of mine just sent me a post about some club in England, and if you actually hire the VIP section of it, you get a free midget. So I'm going to look into that. Just talking about dwarfs.
Sonic High School. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the weary part of the world. It is a way I have of driving off the spleen and regulating the circulation. Whenever I find myself growing grim about the mouth, whenever it is damp, drizzly November in my soul, whenever I find myself involuntarily pausing before confirming warehouses and bringing up the rear of every funeral I meet, and especially whenever my hypos get such an upper hand on me and it requires a strong moral principle to prevent me from deliberately stepping into the street and methodically knocking people's hats off. Then I account in high time to get to sea as soon as I can. This is my substitute for pistol and ball. With a philosophical flourish, Cato throws himself upon his sword. I quietly take to the ship. There is nothing surprising in it. Are you guys just going to let me read all of Moby Dick?
Definitely, definitely. I wasn't going to interrupt, and Darren wasn't going to interrupt.
I've always wanted to read Moby Dick, so if you want to read me Moby Dick, that's totally fine. But this is the unabridged version, right? Because I want to get all the stuff about the whale's anatomy.
Yeah, definitely.
Go on. This is way better than fucking Sonic High School.
Let's do Sonic High School.
All right.
We should fucking do audiobooks.
We you know what was funny about that? Me and Darren just didn't say anything, and I was thinking, don't say anything. I'm not saying anything.
At first I was really hoping, Ace, that you had memorized the opening.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I was going to be blown away. But then you kept going. I was like, nah, he's reading. He's definitely reading from something.
He's got to be.
To
reading.
be fair, I know
really
the first two lines because I've done that joke before while doing streams and whatnot, or being popped by my partner to be like, why don't you read a bad fan fiction? And I'll just be like, call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore.
Now, when you say pop, are you talking about pegging?
What?
What?
Huh? What?
What?
Huh?
I don't know.
What are we going on?
All right,
I'm back.
And you're back in the room.
All right, I will do Shadow and this new character who talks first.
The funeral man. It's gonna be a sad.
There's a spoiler alert.
Sorry.
Wait, what chapter are we on?
22.
22.
That's right.
Darren will play other characters. Tony, you will be Rookie, and you will also be the narrator.
Okie dokie. Sonic High School, Chapter 22. The saddest day ever.
We are gathered here today to put Sonic into the ground,
said the funeral man.
Sonic died. The other day, a security camera in the woods saw Sonic run off a cliff, and he fell all the way down and hit the ground at the bottom next to the river. His body got so messed up, he is dead for sure.
Everyone was at the funeral place, which they decided to put in the garden of the school so they could bury, as in strawberry, Sonic at high school, which is where he spent most of his time as a teen. All of Sonic's friends who were there were attending his funeral. Tails was right and front and was crying, and next to him was Amy, who was crying the most, and she was hugging Sonic's mom with her face in her boobs, who was crying too, but not so loud, like a honking horn on a bike, that she was not squeezing too hard. Everyone was so sad because Sonic is now dead. There was also Rouge and Cream, who was wearing a big ring with a really big shiny white dew in it, and they were also crying because they are women and they cannot control their emotoins. That's emotions. As we know, women can't control their emotions. Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. were there and being held and crying in a baby way. And there was Silver, who was crying a little. And even SPO2 was crying a little bit at the funeral where they all were. Miss Lesson was there, and she was crying, which made her look uglier. And the lunch lady was there too. And even though she was very big and strong, she cried too because Sonic is dead. Sonic's Chinese doctor was there too. Also, he did not cry because his eyes were too small to let them tears out. Oh, fucking hell. Charmy and Vector were not at Sonic's funeral because they were dead now. Blaze the cat was not there because no one liked her and no one invited her. Amy looked at Rouge and said to Rouge, who's Amy? Sorry.
I guess I can be. Rouge, where is Shadow? He said he was going to come back to Sonic's funeral. He is not here.
Amy sounded weird and sad. You must have read ahead for that. Amy sounded weird and sad, and she did not have any teeth, so all of her words came out so idiotly. It was like she was a ghost who could not speak a language that humans could understand. She usually did not talk now that she did not teeth because Sonic punched them out of her mouth and into space before he killed himself. Wow. This is me. Sorry. that last line's. I do not know. Is it that he could be late that he's not here? Said Rouge back to Amy in a sad way. They were right. Shadow was not there. Shadow was dark, but even he was not dark enough to not go to Sonic's fun reel. That's what it says. So why was it that he was not?
Tails,
said Amy now to Tails instead of Rouge, who was on the other side of her, more towards the middle of it.
Where is Shadow? Shadow is not here.
Tails looked really sad and crying some, and everyone thought he was going to kill himself in a few days because he is so sad, and his best friend is now his dead friend.
I don't know, and it's pissing me off. I should send a robot to kill him,
said Tails, sounding mad and sad. Amy made a sad and disappointing face and said,
High school drama is so crazy.
Then the funeral man went back to the front like a standing racehorse going to the front and started talking again.
Hello, family and friends and teenagers. We are now going to talk about why we love Sonic so much and why we miss him. Everyone please come up and say some nice things about Sonic so we can remember him before we put him down.
Tails got up first and went to the spot where he was and said,
Sonic was my best friend. He was the coolest and fastest, and he always knew what to do when we were bored or wanted to have fun. We lived in different houses. But it's not like we did not, because we saw each other on the bus. I miss Sonic.
I will give whoever does that the next funeral they're at stands up and says that. I will give so much money to.
We lived in different houses. Crying, yeah.
But it was like we did not because we saw each other on the bus. I miss Sonic.
Holy shit. Tails started to cry more, and everyone thought that was sad, and Tails went back. Then Amy and Sonic's mom both did not go because they were both crying too much, and Amy was embarrassed of her no teeth at all. Then got up Rouge, who was holding Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. like a sexy pelican carrying 2 watermelons in its mouth.
Which she's got them in her mouth.
Okay, now. I am gonna miss Sonic so much, said Rouge.
No, there's no.
I know. No, I don't understand where. Oh shit!
Keep going.
Oh,
keep going. That's what she said.
This is
what she said in her voice.
I'm gonna miss Sonic so much, said Rouge. He was such a cool, nice guy with the best morals, and everyone knew his penis was bigger than anyone else's. Oh
I take it back. Next funeral you guys are at, I want you to say that.
That's the line. Rouge was so sex thinking, but it was okay because it is all about saying good things about the dead person at the funeral, and everyone nodded anyway because it was very, very good advice. Knuckles said,
I'm a baby now, and I has always been Sonic's friend, and I miss him, and I want to thank him for taking care of me as a baby and helping me with my schoolwork as a baby now.
And then Knuckles Jr. said,
I'm going to do this as a slightly different baby.
It's another baby.
I only knew Sonic for a few weeks, but he was the coolest guy I've ever known. He was so fast, and smart, and good at everything. I wish he didn't kill himself.
Then Espio went and said some more sad things, and so did Cream and Silver and the rest of everyone, like a conga line of being sad. The lunch lady said that she will always miss Sonic, and that he was a nice boy, and that she wanted to take him and his friends to see Asia. To see Asia, the place, or is that the band? I don't know. And Sonic's doctor said that it might not be so bad that Sonic died, because now his ball disease has been neutralized.
Not neutralized, but neutralized.
Neutralized. It's a joke. Maybe the guy who wrote this is fucking just a amazing fucking comedian.
Sometimes I am very hungry, and I've got to take care of my 4 kids, and I just don't know what to have. Well, ma'am, you know what you need? You need to get neutralized. What? Neutralized energy peanut butter. Wah 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 wah. With the energy to get you through the day, full of hormones and vitamins and caffeine and meat. Neutralized!
And meat.
And nuts.
Peanut butter.
My nuts. By the time that everyone was done saying things about Sonic, they were all so tired from crying and hungry that they needed to stop and have some food. They had caramel because Sonic really liked it after that time he had it on vacation. Vacation, and they had soda because it always made them smile. Soda makes bubbles, and it's cool because how do they do it? But still, even after they did all this, Shadow was not here, and some people thought that was rude, and Tails was about ready to find him and cut his homo throat.
Shadow is still not here,
said Tails, just out loud to everyone and not really anyone.
What the heck?
Okay,
said the funeral man.
Stop eating. We are going to put Sonic into the ground forever.
Everyone started to yelp and cry because that meant Sonic would never come back, because you would get so tired digging him up that you would quit even if he was alive. Everyone went back to the sitting zone and sat in chairs, and the funeral man and his dead person workers picked up the coffin with a K like it was only a cotton candy suitcase, lifted it over the big hole in the ground they made for Sonbic. Jesus.
Okay, here it goes,
said the funeral man, and they dropped the coffin with a K into the hole, and it made a loud sound.
No, wait,
said a voice from the back, and, would you guess it, it was Shadow, who was now here at the funeral, finally here, after it was almost done, and then he said,
I have to say something about my friend before you cover him with dirt.
Shadow walked up to the front, and Tails reached out and punched him right in the balls as he was walking by, and it put Shadow's balls out of business.
Don't be late. Why are you late? That's so mean to Sonic and everyone,
said Tails screamingly. Shadow was going backwards in pain because his balls felt like 2 apples getting eaten by birds. I don't know, apples being eaten by birds.
That's a phrase. That's a phrase.
Yeah, that's a very English phrase.
It really should be a phrase, but it shouldn't be a phrase for ball pain as much as it should be a pain for blue balls. Oh, come on, honey, just please. My balls feel like 2 apples being eaten by birds. Come on. No, I don't want to have sex with you. Last time we had sex, you nutted in my face and then said neutralized and punched me.
I'm not promoting violence towards women, but that needs to be a thing.
That needs to be a thing.
Neutralized! And then you just sock her in the arm and run off.
Next time we have sex with our better halves, we
Oh, that's what you do. You punch her in the shoulder, and then you come in the exact spot you punch, so it's like she got a shot.
Neutralized! That's what you got to say that. Yeah, scream it out loud. Scream it out loud. That's what we're going to do. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just after they kill you, make sure that they do say certain things at your funerals.
I'm about to be neutralized. Yeah, okay, I'm just practicing for Yeah.
I'm sorry. Listen, I have a reason. Just listen,
said Shadow, back in pain to Tails. Everyone pretty much agreed with Tails on punching Shadow to show how to respect, but Silver said that he should listen to people before doing something, and the lunch lady said that sometimes you should just be nice instead of being mean, and people will learn the lesson anyway. So even though Tails is the smartest, sometimes he gets a little crazy, and other people can teach him things that he did not know. I'm trying to like process all that in my head, yeah. But he is still the smartest. Shadow finished being in super ball pain and went to the speaking area and said,
"Listen, everyone, Sonic, who died, has always been my friend. I may be a dark guy, and I may disagree with Sonic sometimes, but he is always my friend, and I miss him so much. Even though it has only been a few days since he jumped off the big cliff and messed up his body to death. But I have something I think everyone will all like."
Shadow took out a big bag that looked glowing from it.
"I spent my whole life collecting the Ultra Chaos Emeralds, and these are them. What they do is grant you one wish when you use them, and then you have to go and hide them before you die. And after 100 years, someone else can find them and use them. Well, it is time that they are used once again."
Shadow held the bag of them up in the air and said,
"Ultra Chaos Emeralds! I call upon the gods to bring the power down and give them to me, to grant my wish. I wish..."
And he did a dramatic stop, and everyone looked shocked and amazed and surprised at what he was going to wish for. What would Shadow wish for? Is it going to be for a lot of money? Shadow raised his face up.
"I wish to bring Sonic back to healthy life!"
The bag glowed really hard, and everyone was making a big deal and talking and going around. The funeral man and his people got up Sonic's coffin, with a K, out of the hole and put it back in front of everyone. The funeral man used his tool to open the coffin, with a K, and there was Sonic. He talked to him, shook him, and checked for a hard beat. But no, fairy tales are not real, and Sonic was dead.
Dum-dum-dum.
Holy shit.
Do you think this... I think the author played Pokemon. That's why he thinks coffin is spelled with a K.
Oh, really? Is that right? Is it spelled? It's spelled.
No,
with a K?
there's a Pokemon called Caffeine.
Oh, right. Jeez, that's
yeah.
you know,
That's
I could understand if the kid had wrote it before the internet was invented and you could just look anything up, but there's so many fucking spelling mistakes and dumb shit in here. It's unbelievable. And also, the funeral man used his tool to open the coffin, as in his penis. Is that what that means? Yeah.
Or a funeral tool. I don't know. Hey, it's the link I just sent. Your voice reminded me of this that monologue.
What was that?
You guys don't have to listen to it now.
No. It makes good podcasting.
Dead air.
That was good. So
Sonic's
still dead. So maybe next episode it's just called High School. The other thing that I kind of really liked, I'll find it. The funeral man and his dead person workers. Yeah,
Dead person workers would make a really great 80s goth band.
Oh, yeah. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a dead person worker. Sorry? Oh, it's brilliant. I like that. I really do like that. Yeah. That was, a pretty good episode. Although the women were quite emotional, really, in this episode. You know what they're like? You know what women are like? Very, very emotional. Just keep crying, can't control themselves.
As well as Tails was. So he's basically a woman.
He is a big girl, really, isn't he? So that was good. That was good. So we've kind of run over time, haven't we? It's have we been on for fucking ages?
Almost an hour and a half. Yeah, that's right.
Holy shit! Shall we say goodbye in a minute then?
Yeah, I think so.
But before we go, I think we need to remember something. If it looks like magic, it is not magic. It's science. So deal with it. See you all next week, everybody. Bye. Bye. See you soon. Bye. I want everyone to shout bye before we stop broadcast. Bye. Bye.
You may hate me, but it ain't no lie, baby. Bye.
Bye.